being that we have a lot of new members, I always want to make sure that I don't go too far ahead, and I want to make sure that we all get the basics and understand the fundamentals of how to be successful. And one thing that I really want to go over is, I want to be as specific as possible. We talked about this on the call on Sunday, our team-wide call, but giving you all just simple, 4 keys to success. And a lot of people get the business like a little bit too confused and they read into it too much. But what I want to do is tell you that the business is very, very simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. And I have my own version of success. And we had a president team member, Keanu, who had his own version. I'll give you my version of success right now, which you're going to always hear. Use the products, wear the brand, talk to people, go to events. If you ever see yourself not being successful, ask yourself which one of those 4 things you're not doing. Am I not getting on the calls, or am I not going to success training seminars? I literally just talked to my new member for about 35, 40 minutes, and half of the time I spent was talking about how she needs to go to events. And you know how hard it was for me to get her to actually commit to wanting to go to the event? She is a hairstylist. What is the busiest day in the salon? Saturdays and Saturday mornings. And by the end of the conversation, she's, says to me, hey, I'm going to go. So for somebody to be able to commit to going to the events, no matter what, that is, for me, in my eyes, the most important thing. No matter what you have going on, show up to the event. And once you start showing up with people. Get somebody else the vision, because that's how you grow. As always, use the product, be the best version and your best you always have to be your best customer and best member. If you're not being a good customer to yourself, how can somebody ever be a good customer to you? If you're like skimming on buying products yourself, I'm going to tell y'all what I did. It was a while till I was not really chasing any specific result. And I think it was a direct reflection of my business stalling out. So what I personally did was went and I reordered a whole lot of products. I think it was like 400 volume points worth of products. And I did that just so I can get back into the feeling of taking a bunch of Herbalife products. I ordered, like 6 or 7 different tablets, a couple of different shake flavors. I got the whole skin line. And when I tell y'all my skin is on, I wish my camera was working so y'all could see how my skin is shining right now, because this Herbalife skin really works. How my skin is on what the kids say is on fleek today, like the kids say. So it really is an amazing company because it provides you with so much. So I ordered the whole skin line. I ordered the Kindermans and vitamins and stuff for my kids. And I just really just like, you know what? If I want to have a successful business, I have to invest in my business first. And I have to be my best client, and I have to be my best member. So if you're not willing to do that, then you got to understand this. Like, you're never going to have somebody that's fully committed if you're not fully committed. Then wearing the brand, the next thing, always have your button on. I wish y'all could see my video. I'm just sitting around the house. I got my button on. I look at Orlando. I don't know where he at. He got his button on. And I bet you Kylie got her button on too. It's a force of habit to have your button on even when you're just sitting around the house. I know Mariah's video ain't working, but her picture got the button in it. You always want to present yourself in the fashion and the facet of people always knowing what you do. So if you're always ready, and I'll tell you guys a funny story. I actually had a girl 2 days ago, was a member for about 2 years, about a year of inactivity, right? She hadn't been taking products, hadn't paid her processing fee. Every year we have this processing fee that we have to pay, and for a minute it's like $20 or something, nothing crazy. And She didn't do any of that. And all of a sudden she had 3 ladies who were like, oh, I think I saw some Herbalife at your house. I want to try it. So she was absolutely not ready for that. They tried to go to her page. Page didn't work because she had been inactive for a year. She didn't have any product results. So the ladies started to believe that the products didn't work. And she couldn't even talk to them about the products because she didn't take anything. And luckily, she called me and I talked to the ladies. And guess what these ladies did? They wanted to order right then. But guess what they couldn't do? They couldn't order from her because she wasn't even a valid member anymore. So guess who got 2 clients, 2 referral clients? Turn up. I'll take it. And I told her she can have them back whenever she decides to actually sign up again and do things the correct way. Because you all, no matter what, even if, listen, I'm going to tell y'all this. Even if business is not going amazing for you, you have to act like it is. Because tomorrow, somebody can hit you up that can change your entire business. But if you're in a funk because you haven't been doing any volume, or if you're in a funk because everybody's been telling you no, or if you're not even looking for a glimmer of hope because you're sad that the month didn't go out like you wanted to go, then you're not going to be ready for anybody who's ready for you. And at that point in time, she had 3 people who could have changed her entire business. But she had been in a funk for a year because everybody had been telling her no. Trust me, I've been through many of funks. I've been through a time to where it was only me and Rhonda Hosey on a call talking to each other for 6 months. I had a call every single week. And I could have quit. I was in my mind, I was like, let me just not do this because it's only going to be me and Rhonda anyways. Now we have 17, 18, sometimes 20 people on our call Sundays. Now we have this call that just literally, it probably started off with just 3 people getting on. Now we have anywhere between 8 to 12 on a weekly basis. But you have to always show up like you have $1 million business, even if you ain't never made $1. And I'll tell you guys, if you operate in that fashion on a daily basis, you're going to be ready and you're going to actually see that there's a blessing for you and waiting for you every day. There's a glimmer of opportunity every day. I had a guy, we had plumbing and foundation issues at my house. And just by him walking in and seeing Herbalife everywhere, he obviously going to ask me about it. And if I got stuff to give him, like this lift off that I gave him yesterday, and they came back and finished today, and he ordered some lift off. But always being an opportunity to present the opportunity. Now, if I had been in the funk and I'd have been down, oh, what up, Michelle? I see you, Michelle. Hey. But if you're always, in a place of negativity because you had like 3 or 4 days of no activity, then you're not going to be ready for the big sale. So they told me at the beginning, they said, if you got to fake it till you make it, do that. But you have to first be your best client. That way you have at least something to talk to people about. And if you're drinking tea every day and you're drinking your shakes every day, you're supposed to be happy anyways. Your energy is going to be through the roof anyways if you drink the tea. And then you might lose like almost 100 pounds like Sam is on his way to 100 pounds down, turning all the way up, product results all the way on fleek. Look at Sam over there. Now Sam just chills with his shirt off because when he loses all this weight, he's like, I'm just going to chill with my shirt off because I ain't got that weight on me no more. That's the kind of things that you get to do. Sure, Sam is happy he don't have the extra weight on him anymore. And then when he loses the 100, it's going to be like a whole new person. But we get the opportunity to do this. And we get the opportunity to do this for other people. And yeah, we may not have the most clients in the world, but guess what? I always give you guys the story. And the story of when Brian Holyfield, 20K Presidents team member Brian Holyfield, who really paved the way for all of us. He signed up, had the vision, did not have a single member for 9 months. This is kind of like a DeAndre Woods story. DeAndre up there in the box at work on the call, no excuses, had no members, getting discouraged. Then all of a sudden, TT Deidre pops up. Hey, Deidre. Hey, girl. And then he gets a couple that's inspired. So now all of a sudden, had I let him quit, then none of these people are a part of the business. And now he's about to hit his first cut actor supervisor because he decided to stay. I'm excited when I logged in and I seen he was at 2,000 volume points. I was like, well, turn up then. Now all we got to do is get Deidre to senior consultant. If Deidre gets to senior consultant, then all of a sudden DeAndre hits his first cut by default. Uh-oh. We got work to do. But that's the beautiful thing about what we do. The beautiful thing about what we get to do. And like I told you, Brian Holyfield didn't have a single person for 9 months. Then he meets a guy who is homeless, living out of his car, pretty down on life. And he invites him to an event. And he invites him to another event. And the guy finally shows up. And the guy goes and he feels loved at the event that he goes to. And 3.5 years later, he's a 30K executive president's team member. And he just bought a brand new Bentley. Sometimes I got to let that sink in. Because this guy, Brian Holyfield, did not know how he was going to do it. But you know what he did? He showed up every single day to, out here in California, we have a workout spot called the Santa Monica Stairs. Brian Holyfield showed up to the Santa Monica Stairs every day, whether it was good weather, whether it was bad weather. We don't really have bad weather here too often, but he showed up no matter what. And one day he runs into Garen Jones. That's all you need is a Garen Jones, your business, and it's all wrap. Somebody who's looking for something. And Garen Jones takes the opportunity and runs with it. And if you got to think, if Brian Holyfield didn't have Garen Jones in his downline, Brian Holyfield would be like a global expansion team member. He'll be at my level or lower if he didn't have Garen Jones. But he has Garen Jones, and just by the fact that he had Garen Jones, he was now a 20K executive president's team member making $40,000 a month. I'm going to give y'all, for the last few minutes, I'm going to give y'all some big vision. Some big vision. If you decide to use the products, wear the brand, talk to people, and show up to events, and if you decide to 10x your life, meaning operate beyond what you think that you can do, I'm telling y'all, operating in your comfort zone is going to get you a comfortable life. And when I say a comfortable life, I mean an average life. And when I say average life, I mean a life that everybody already lives and nobody's happy. Your comfort zone is your broke zone, is what they told me. So if you're able to operate out of your comfort zone and set goals for yourself, and if you're actually able to look at the people who are successful and do exactly as they do, talk how they talk, post how they post, that's all it really was. I looked at the business and I was like, oh, I can do that. And I just did what I saw people doing that were successful. I looked at the top volume list and I'm like, okay, what are they doing? Okay, he is very studious. He knows about all the products. So let me go order some products and let me learn. Oh, this person is a heavy product consumption. So let me be a person who's of heavy product consumption. I did the things that I saw other people doing. Then having a plan of action. So none of this call doesn't matter. Your excitement doesn't matter. None of it matters if you're not willing to actually put it in action. And I will tell you all, if you do this, if you can string together, and I'll give you a very, very specific number. If you can string together 3 months of doing this, you can change your entire life. I'll tell you all specifically my own story because it only makes sense. My first 4 months of the business, I was, let me see this. Oh, my Wi-Fi going out. What the heck? Let me see something. Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. My
Yeah.
Wi-Fi had just switched. I got two Wi-Fi's in my house, and for some reason, it switched. I don't know why I did that. But Dez, you got your hand raised for a reason. You did that on accident. I'll come back to you in 1 second. But this is what I'll tell you all. If you decide to do those things that I talked about, showing up, bringing people with you, being willing to get on products, being your best client, being your best member, what can happen for you is monumental. For me, I don't know if you guys seen, I talk about it sparingly, but in a matter of 4 months, for me personally, I don't recommend anybody doing this, but for me, over the span of 4 months, I was actually able to, what the heck, my internet keep tripping. I have no idea why my internet keeps doing that, but in the span of 4 months for me, I was actually able to start earning enough income to where I left my job. And I started working Herbalife full time after 5 months. That's not typical, but I was about that life. 6 months into the business, I was active world team. 11 months into the business, I was global expansion team, and I was earning over, what was it? At the time, it was 35, almost $4,000 a month. So close to $5,000 a month is what it was. My highest month in Herbalife, I made $7,800. And as a global expansion team member, that's pretty good. That year, I ended up doing just under $90,000 in the year. That is what's possible if you decide to want to take it on. My sponsor, Super Mario, he now, for the last 2 years, has been making $24,000 a month. It's not like it just came and went. Like I literally I opened his computer one time and I was seeing that he was buying a pair of like $400 Prada like dress shoes or something crazy. And I remember posting it in our group chat and I was like, can you guys imagine just being able to do this like it's normal? Being able to say, oh, my girlfriend would probably like these $600 Chanel shoes. And I'll be like, dang, Chanel had shoes. You never know. When you're in that tax bracket, life is different. But I will tell you guys, all 8 of you all have the opportunity to create that lifestyle, not only for you, but for your family. I can't wait to be able to just, when my kids are older and they understand life, to be able to just be like, y'all want to go to Six Flags today, and just go. Wake up in the morning and decide to go. Because I'm my own boss, I don't go clock in anywhere. I could do it tomorrow if I wanted to, but my kid's not old enough. But for me to be like a Friday roll around and just be like, y'all want to go to Disneyland for the weekend? And just to be able to go. I told you all I love basketball. And Super Mario, and I believe it was, I forgot who else bought the ticket with him. I believe it was Brian Holyfield. But they're going to the Clippers game and they're sitting pretty much courtside. $4,000 tickets to the Clippers Warriors game. And he's doing it like it's nothing. And you know how he plays it? You know we live like literally 45 minutes from LA. He's still going to go down there for the Friday. I think it's either a Friday or a Saturday or a Sunday game. He's going to go down there the night before, stay in the hotel just because. Stay in the hotel, wake up, get his room service, have a nice day out in LA, and then go to the game at nighttime. This is the lifestyle that not only you get to create, but I feel like we deserve it. You deserve the opportunity to work towards that kind of lifestyle. And for us, for this year, we'll be a millionaire team organization this year. And you guys will be able to see firsthand where I came from and where I went and where you can have the opportunity to go. Kylie and Orlando will have a global expansion team organization this year. You guys will be able to see when they went from doing, hardly no volume to all the volume in the world and getting people doing all the volume in the world and earning an income to where one of them could leave their job. That's what we have the opportunity to do, but it's truthfully up to you how fast you want to do it. If you're too scared to talk to people, it might take you a long time. If you don't 100% believe in the products, it's going to take you a long time. I tell you all, from day one, when I saw my roommate lose 12 pounds in a week and a half, I was already in. Then I saw him lose 29 pounds his first month. From that month, my first month, you couldn't tell me anything negative about Herbalife. That's kind of like how Sam should be. You can't never, for the rest of his life, as long as he lives, even if he decided to quit Herbalife tomorrow, he can never say nothing negative about the products because of what they did for him. So with that belief alone, you should be so confident to talk to people, to let them know, listen, this is the real deal. And the business opportunity is so dope. There's no ceiling. When the last time, Kylie, when the last time Herbalife called you and told you to stop doing so much volume? Never. When the last time Herbalife called somebody and said, you made too much money today, chill? Never. I made $728 yesterday with Herbalife. I was like, you know what? I got my gas bill to pay, I got my electric bill to pay, I got my Wi-Fi to pay, and I got my insurance that's gonna be due tomorrow for my car. Let me go ahead and retail that. So I worked from 6 a.m. yesterday to about 1 a.m. in the morning, and I was sitting at my computer for most of the time, and I was literally just reaching out to people, following up, doing everything I could, and I ended up just, and being in that mode was when I just attracted 3 random clients. And I got one girl who out of the blue decided she wants to sign up. Should have signed up today. I'm going to call her when we get out this call because she tripping. But just being in that element and being in that mindset of production, things happen. And I'm in a mode where I'm like, listen, I want production. I want something every day. Think Herbalife is your business. If you didn't do any volume today and you didn't even attempt to, your business was closed for today. You decided not to work today for your Herbalife business, which is fine. You have the option. But for me, I want my business open 7 days a week. McDonald's ain't never closed. They killing people every day. So let me try to save people's lives every day. So that's 30 minutes. What I'll say right now, I don't know if anybody has any questions, any comments, concerns, or wins for today, but this is the time you can unmute yourself and say if you have anything. If not, we're going to just, bounce. Sam. Somebody wants Sam to say something. I'm not going to say
anything. So, can you all hear me?
Yes.
All right. So, today I got home from work, went to go get my my mail, and brought my dog out to the mailbox, and guy pulled around the corner and stopped and honked his horn at me. So, I'm like, who is this guy? Walk out. He's like, hey, Sam, I'm Tommy's brother. How's it going? And started talking to him a little bit. He's like, what you been up to? I said, oh, just losing weight. Talked about Herbalife a little bit. And he's like, well, how do I order that? Do I just go online? I said, park your car, come on in. Talk to him a little bit, actually. Made him a shake. And actually, he's texting me right now. He's just priced out his order. He's going to order next week, Tuesday, because he gets his unemployment check then. And he'll be on a full plan next week, Tuesday. So I got him set up, or going to get set up Tuesday. Had 2 more yesterday, and 1 this upcoming Saturday. So you post it, they'll come.
Winning. Sam out here winning, and guess what? He getting unemployment. So guess what we get to do for him next? We get to get him signed up so we ain't got to be unemployed anymore. We changed all kind of problems. So I appreciate that. Sam just walking outside. He probably had his shirt off. That's why he probably stopped.
How'd you
know? Anybody else with anything? What up, Mrs. Field? I see you clocked in. Hey, girl. Anybody with anything else before we get up off of here? Any questions, comments, or concerns, or anything that they want to share? Dej, are you trying to talk? You look confused. You trying to talk?
I'm trying. I was trying to say way to go.
Oh, sometimes you just gotta click the button that say unmute, because then we ain't gonna be able to hear you.
I don't see that button.
You unmuted. I unmuted you because I got control. I got power.
Okay. Way to go. That's what I want to say.
And we gonna ask you. We trying to get this senior consultant this month or not?
Yes.
We gonna do it.
Yes.
You gotta tell yourself you're gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it.
You know what I did this morning, y'all? I'm not gonna lie. For the first time this morning, I did positive affirmations in the mirror. And I never do that. And I think I saw on Garen's call where some Chrissy Burnham was talking about her and her daughter do positive affirmations, going in the mirror in the morning. And I literally just came up with a routine in the morning, go in there, do my skincare line and all of that stuff, take care of the, hygiene, whatever, for the morning. And then just look in the mirror and then give myself the positive affirmations. I am powerful. I am great. I am a champion. Today will be successful. Speak things into the universe. And you never know what could come about. And if you get into the habit of doing that, I did it right after my personal development. I actually listened to the Steph Curry by E.T. That's Kyle Lando or Orlando, whatever one you want to use. But they suggested it, so I listened to that this morning. For the rest of the week, I'll be listening to the 10X rule. I kind of challenge you all to get into the habit of doing personal development in the morning on your way to work or wherever you're going. And put the 10X rule on. Listen to Grant Cardone. He might change your life. He's changing how I'm thinking. He's expanding my thinking. And he's making me expand how I challenge people too. So that's my suggestion for you all. And if nobody else has anything, let me stop